What's going on, YouTube? Oh my goodness, it's Donnie B all day, and I am pretty excited. Some of you might know what I'm holding in my hand right here. Whew, I know. So here's the deal, man. These next two videos you guys are going to love, I hope. So I got in touch with the people over at Khukuri House in Nepal, the greatest kukri makers in the world. They are the best. Amazing knife makers, right? And I came to them with a design idea that I had that I wanted to see put together. And as a matter of fact, let me show you my design real quick, how it was on paper. And well, that was my drawing, right? So that was my dbad preacher. That's what I called it. I drew it out, and then I had to fill the spec sheet and go over every ounce of that knife and how I wanted it and done, and the specs are no joke. But so I went over it with them, and they said, we can do it. We have a knife maker that can do this knife. And I was like, bam, I got excited, man. I got excited. So basically what this video is it's a video, my video of their video making this knife. Now, I'm going to show you the making of this knife, and then my next video will be the review on this knife. And so let me get some maker specs here. So these guys are the most professional I've ever seen in my life. I've ever worked with on any kind of knife project. This is insane. When they make you a knife, they send you a bio on your knife maker. That's my guy right there. So his name is Bir Bahadur BK. He was born March 1st, 1969. They give his permanent address. He has 4 in his family. He's married. He's been a craftsman since '88. He's been working with KHI since 2017 in May. His maker's mark, which is on the blade, is right there. It's the B. So I know if I ever picked up some kukris and I saw a little B on it, I know who made it. So this guy, his specialization, specialist of primitive and panawall and parawall versions. So the guy was completely fitting to make my blade. His quantity per month, and you'll see how he makes knives. And when I tell you how many he makes a month, it's going to blow you away. This guy does 20 to 25 pieces a month. Wait until you see what this guy does for making knives. He is insane. Academic qualification, and he is a grade 5. So not only do they do all that, but they add the seal and his fingerprints. I mean, they want you to know that your knife was handmade by the best. And I'll tell you what, they start out with a big chunk of 5160, which is exactly my specifications, what I told them I wanted, and they did every measurement. I got to show you guys, man. I got to show you. So first of all, this sheath, I'm not going to show you yet. So here it is. The sheath, you're going to see handmade, how they did it. I don't want to ruin it because it's so insane how they did it, but this is the sheath. It's awesome sheath. Very well built. But check this out. You've seen the picture, right? I just showed you my drawing. Tell me if you've seen this before. That's my drawing. So I went with, in my design, I wanted the Predator tip because I just think it's really cool. It adds a lot of girth to the end. And you'll notice my choil. See the way I angled my choil, right? The reason I did that is not so much for this grip, which you can use for a tight grip that makes very comfortable, but I knew this was going to also be my fighter. And when you hold this knife like this, your pinky falls right inside there, and it goes with the contouring of that choil. And this right here is the most comfortable reverse grip I've ever held in a knife. So, I mean, when I say they met my specifications, I had to draw out every bit of specification on this handle. And the guy made it with a Khukuri. Oh, I just told you the secret I wasn't supposed to tell you. But, so you see it's pinned. You have the lanyard hole exactly how I drew it up. Everything is perfect. So he got to a certain point, and I was like, okay, let's make it this thick. And he was like, okay. And they get to the raw section of it, you know, before they finish polishing it, and it was like this much thicker than I called for. So he gets a hold of me and he says, hey, you know, our guy is this far along. The knife is this thick right now. Do you want us to continue and take it down? And I said to him, I'm a pretty big guy. I can swing that size. So it ended up being 1 millimeter thicker than what I called for, but it's okay. And I want to show you guys something. I want to show you a very, very well-known knife that you're all going to be pretty familiar with. Let's get it out there. So this is the Cold Steel 1917 Bowie, right? Fantastic. So you'll know this knife because it's a pretty thick piece of steel. I mean, that's pretty thick. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. It makes it look like a toy. Look how thick my Khukuri made knife is. The dbad Preacher is 3/8 thick. 3/8 thick. This thing is an absolute monster, and it's insanely wieldable. Like you'd see it and you'd say, there's no way you'd be able to swing that. Oh my gosh. Because I wanted the belly heavy front, my design put this thing to where my blade doesn't start here and go down. My blade started all the way. I just knocked a choil out of the finger guard, from the finger guard on. I wanted that to be all blade, right? And I wanted the belly to sit really, really heavy. And so when I spin this thing, when I turn it, the belly takes it. Now, I'm going to get more into this knife when I do the review. This video is just about the making. Oh my God, it's so pretty. So I want to show you the masters at work. Guys over at Khukuri House in Nepal, the greatest in the world. The greatest in the world. So here, watch this. All right, so here we go. For some reason, I can't transfer from my computer to my phone with the USB thing, so I'm just going to record the video. So this is the greatest knife makers in the world making the new greatest knife in the world. Here we go. Let's readjust here. That's my maker. Let's try and get rid of this here. No fancy machines. No crazy, mass production. Everything they do is by hand, by real men. It's crazy watching my baby come to life. Look at that, man. Two guys wielding hammers at the same time, hitting the same object. You got these different guys working on different pieces. so much respect for these guys for what they do. Finest kukri knife makers in the world. They don't do it with CNC machines and all kinds of crazy technology. They do it with fire, steel, and hammers. When you look at their website, you'll see some of the most beautiful knives in the world. And this is how they get to there. Guy's an artist, man. He's an artist. Look at that. Man. dbad preacher coming to life. Now, if anybody's ever grinded a knife before, you know that it gets crazy hot. He's just holding on to that handle. Crazy. The guy's made of stone. Oh, yeah. When production was almost there, they sent me pictures of it in that stage, and I was like, oh my God, it's coming out. Oh yeah, quenching. Giving it an edge quench. And measuring the handle by laying it across. And believe me, my handle, I gave him exact specifications for my handle. Exact specifications. And the measurements were flawless. And he made it by using a kukri. What? The guy is insane talented. Oh, hey, there's me. Laying back, just recording. Okay, good. We got rid of that. 12 hours curing. The epoxy is set. Strong. It's never going anywhere. Look at this. I mean, exact to my specifications. Oh, yeah. Time to inspect and then finish it up. I love how he tests the tip. These guys guarantee and warranty all their knives. So he likes to make sure things are good. Throw it on the cement floor to see if the tip bends. I like that. Look at that. That's a beast. Yeah, how do you build a sheath? You just hand make it with saws and bare feet and kukuris. It's crazy, man. I'll never be this good of a knife maker. These guys are the greatest. Man, so much talent. Look at this. There's a tool for every job. Hand carving out the inside of the sheath from a single piece of wood. Look at this fit. Bam. Guy knows what he's doing. Hand tool in the leather. Look at that. No machines to cut it. No machines to measure. That's just all some guy who knows what he's doing. He's like, yeah, how's this? It's great. Man. Every single piece is handmade. Everything is hand done. A little fast forward action. They're like, let's not bore the guy. All the steps, man. Everything they do. When you have a product made by them, even if it's something off their shelf, this is the love that they put into every single knife. Every single knife they make, this is how they do it. Just the greatest. Just the greatest. I wasn't lying to you guys. I wasn't lying to you. These guys, I mean, the team that this guy has, you know, to be able to put out 20 to 25 knives a month, doing it the way they do it, just absolute perfection. I mean, perfection. It's insane, man. It's insane. And I gotta show you, all their blades come guaranteed and warranted, right? There you go. You got a 1 year guarantee that nothing's gonna get jacked up, and even if it does, for the rest of your life, if something goes wrong with it, they will fix it for free. That's right. You send it there and they will fix it. I mean, and they make sure they give me your warranty card and everything's stamped. Everything they do is ultra professional. So guys, if you're looking, I mean, if you're seriously looking for a great kukri, or they have different styles of knives that they do. You can do different styles, and they even have a couple really cool things about their site. You can customize knives. I mean, mine is over the top custom. I did all the specs, everything with mine, but you can go on and they have an area where you can customize, and you can choose a blade shape that's already been done, and you can cut, have them customize it to your liking, like as far as length and all, and color of sheath or color of handle, things like that. They will definitely work with you if you're not some professional designer, if you don't, understand, like, oh man, there's so much to show you guys. If you don't understand this, when you design a knife, you have to have every degree of the knife. I mean, angles, swoops, measurements to every different point that changes in the knife. You have to have a membership, what do you call it? Measurement for membership. So if you don't do all that, if you just say, hey, I want a knife that's really cool, but I want it this big, they'll do that. They'll say, okay, show us what you want right here, and then tell us how you want it, and we'll do it. Also, you can click on to one of their knives that they make, their regular production pieces, and there could be an option on some of them where you can choose, okay, let's say I want a 9-inch, 11-inch, you know what I mean, or a 7-inch, and they'll actually give you options on blade length, which is pretty cool. So you could see a blade that's already done that you think, oh my God, I need to have that knife. Oh, it's 7 inches. Oh, wait, boom, I can move it to 11. So the guys are just, the guys here are just literally the best. But I have to get one thing. Hold on. Okay, so guys, there are a ton of places you can buy kukris online, but this is where you need to go right here. See how they spell it? Khukuri. This is Khukuri House. When you get on the website, you see that symbol. This is the place you want to get your kukris from. These guys are the absolute best. They gave me a code that I have to give out, and I mentioned it in one video already. I'll have to dig it out because I can't find it. It's my refer code. And if you punch it in, tra-la-la, boom, day. Goody, gumdrops. So I found my code, pretty simple. Went to the gym, let my head free up a little bit and tried to figure out where did I put it. And then I remembered. So I got the code, and so this is the deal. When you order anything, I don't care if it's a t-shirt or a kukri or sword or anything from Khukuri House, you want to, in the comment section, type in this code, or if they offer you a code spot, it's going to be RC-005_122019. So that again is RC-005_120619. Save that number. I'm going to put it under in the description of this thing, so it'll be there if you don't remember it. But anything you buy, put that. It's my little dbad code, so it doesn't have to be a dbad knife. You buy any knife, and when I'm telling you, when you go onto their website, you're going to say, I want that. Awesome. Khukuri House is the greatest. So that's it for that. My next video, my very next video, is going to be the test and review on the dbad Preacher. So it got awfully dark in here. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to finish this one up, wrap it up, get it up. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to have some fun with this beast. So that's it, man. Stay tuned. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next video.